So we're at Vermeer Heartland in Laverne, which is about 15 minutes from Nashville, so it's very close to the big city.
So I'm a third generation Vermeer employee. My grandfather was a mechanic in a Vermeer dealership in Illinois, and my dad started in sales there in the 70s, shortly after my grandfather. And my dad had the opportunity to open up a dealership with a partner in Ohio in 1981. And we ended up with our first location in Washington Courthouse. It was conveniently located between the three major cities in southern Ohio, Cincinnati, Dayton, and Columbus. The dealership grew in the 80s and soon expanded into Kentucky and West Virginia. And then in 2009, we had the opportunity to expand into Tennessee. And that was a great opportunity for us to move into a great growth market with lots of opportunities for our business and our employees.
Nashville's got a large influx of people coming in from the West Coast, the East Coast right now, so just a phenomenal amount of opportunity in the product lines that Vermeer sells. And we don't see that slowing down anytime in the near future.
In the 13 years that I've been with Vermeer Heartland, I can think of about twice that we've actually slowed up a little bit, and it was still, I would call that a normal business cycle. Honestly, the workload that we have is pretty much continuous, and you have the ability to really work an unlimited amount of overtime if you want to. It's never a mandatory thing, but some people choose to do that.
If they have the will and the work ethic, we'll supply the tools and the training, and we'll get the employees on board and train them in-house. So that's the main thing we're looking for.
What we like about young eager candidates is they're eager. And if they're wanting to learn and they will listen, we can teach them. With Vermeer University and the classes that we send our people back for training and education goes a long way.
Yo lo recomendaría porque es una compañía que te ayuda, paga entrenamientos. Actualmente a mí me han mandado a la escuela para certificarme en máquina, en brush chippers, en stamp grinders. Y yo pienso que sí la recomendaría porque es una buena oportunidad.
Vermeer Heartland has invested a lot to send me to different trainings, so you don't have to know the equipment when you come in. You'll learn that. An engine's an engine, a hydraulic system is a hydraulic system, an electrical system is an electrical system. So if you come from the automotive industry, you could very easily come in and work on our machines. If you come from the larger equipment, it'll apply to this just the same.
I've been in the heavy equipment business for 25 years. After being on the other side of the counter for 25 years, I just wanted a change. I was tired of climbing on equipment and climbing in service trucks. I wanted to go sell parts and try to help customers get what they need when they need it.
I think the Ferens family gives us the resources that we need in our departments to be successful. If it's in the service department where we're buying more tools, we're doing more education for our techs so they can turn this equipment around quicker and faster, to the sales department where sometimes right now equipment's hard to get. We're actually going out and buying that equipment to service and take care of that customer's needs, to the high volume of dollar parts that we have. So when these people come in across the counter, we're able to give them the correct part right now so they can get back to work.
Mi favorita razón de venir a trabajar a Vermeer es para poder ayudar a clientes, especialmente a los hispanos que no pueden comunicarse bien, y es mi parte favorita que por eso vengo a trabajar a Vermeer.
The thing that I enjoy the most, and it's almost more like a love-hate relationship, periodically you'll have a problem that just beats everybody down, including myself. But when you actually can fix that, and or you see the relief basically for the customer, that's a very rewarding thing.
We have a very good history of long-term employees. I think our average tenure is around 11 and a half years. We've got employees that have been here for 30 and 40 years, straight from the 80s, and we've got a lot of great new employees too. It seems like people come here and want to stay, which is good for us because we like the culture of well-trained, experienced employees.
I think the reason that we maintain and hold people is we're flexible on some of their needs, and we work around their needs, and that's important to them so they can be successful.
The ability to grow within the company is a huge thing for me. They seem very genuine. They seem to care about their employees. They interact on a one-to-one basis, and that's a really cool deal for me. I don't feel like I'm just a number in somewhere where I work in a big corporation. I feel like I'm a spoke in the wheel here, and that's an important thing to me.